Three main themes for 2025. Then we're going to go into guidance for the whole year. And then, like I said, all 12 signs, those 3 categories, and the month by month, plus the bonuses at the end. So bear with me as we go through this because it is Mercury retrograde at the time I'm recording this, but I'm so excited. I spent quite a bit of time downloading this information for you and organizing it in a way that would be easy for you to come back to. So let me know in the comments how you guys are doing, what's resonating with you, and let's get started into these angel messages. So the 3 main themes that came up for 2025 are 1, your inner resources. 2, leaps of faith. You're going to have to take not 1, but multiple leaps of faith. And 3, facing decisions head on. So we're going to dive deeper so you don't have to understand what any of that means. Just remember, if something resonates, take note of that. Write it down. By the way, if you're new to my channel, I'm Devin Dewar. I'm so grateful you are here. Hello to my amazing subscribers. I'm so excited you are here. I love connecting with you. Let me know in the comments, how are you doing? All right, let's go into this overall energy here. So the 2025 energy is really going to be interesting the way it's shifting. First of all, the angels want us to know that communication will be very important, but we won't know all that is happening. There will be things going on behind the scenes. So don't take things at face. Be willing to revise your plans and wait for proper timing before communicating, even though communication will be so important. Make sure you have all the information. And if you don't know what the right thing to do or decision to make is, it's because there's more information you need. And that's why we had that guidance about going within. A lot of times the information that's going to be most valuable will come from your intuition and connecting with your angels and spiritual team. The challenge in 2025 is going to be waiting for good news, especially regarding financial resources. You will need to find something new to study or something that challenges you to bring in this success. Patience, and learn everything you can about a topic that will support you in your goals. Learn about investing, study a new form of wellness, practice interpersonal skills with others to take relationships to a new level. But it will be important that you challenge yourself to grow. And that's going to actually be what brings in this abundance for you. What you may realize this year is the reason you might find things are not moving as quickly as you would like them to, or if you're feeling a lack of motivation, is because you need to have more fun. You need to celebrate how far you have come so far and find ways to bring joy into your daily routine. We're not sitting around waiting to have fun. We're bringing it in every day. This is a good reminder that at the time you're hearing these messages, it would be important for you to review 2024, your successes, the things that didn't go the way you wanted, and how could you tweak them? How could you add those skills to make it better for you? But definitely bringing in that fun. We want to have fun on a regular basis, and we don't want to be constantly waiting for everything to be perfect to take action. That's why one of those themes was about leaps of faith. Now, the angels commend you for doing what you needed to do in 2024 to bring balance into your life. So what came to mind first when you heard that? Did you have to let something go? Let a relationship go, let a job go, let a project go? Did you have to leave a home behind or a plan that you had to travel or do something different? Did you have to let that go to bring in balance? They commend you for recognizing that. And you may have found yourself needing to cooperate or compromise on a deeper level than you preferred to initially, but doing this was the right move. It allowed you to find the way to act in the right time, which is still a big consideration for 2025, waiting for the right time to act. So the angels applaud you for that and give yourself credit for walking away from the things that didn't serve you in 2025. The angels want you to know right now, at the time that you are hearing these messages, you are ready. You have all the abilities necessary to manifest a magical life. So you need to trust your inner guidance system and follow your heart, starting right now. We're not even, if you're listening to this before 2025, we want to start right now following our heart and make this a priority for 2025. and beyond. By the way, if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button, share this video with anybody you think it would resonate, and comment below. Let me know what's resonating with you, what's coming up for you. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Now, what's coming up in the near future for 2025, this is going to be happening on and off throughout 2025. You're going to see this energy, is you will need to focus on an objective decision. You're going to have to be objective in 2025. So that means getting grounded and not acting from an overly emotional or excited place. If something is not working, you need to look for the humor in the situation and learn what you can from it. Make the changes necessary to release what no longer serves you. So again, that's that objective decision making. Instead of coming from a place where we're totally caught up in the romance of something, or we're totally caught up in nostalgia, instead we want to get grounded and be very practical throughout 2025. This is really going to benefit you for many years going forward. Now, one of your big personal powers in 2025, which don't forget, we are going to get to even more of your personal powers when we go month by month. But overall, your personal power in 2025 will come from trusting your intuition with unexpected opportunities and being willing to take a leap of faith when you feel certain an opportunity is for you. Now, how do you feel certain? You ask your heart. For me personally, I feel like when my heart slumps against my chest with tears of joy, with a yes, that's when I know. If I'm having any resistance anywhere else in my body, especially in my shoulders, my back, or my neck, that's a no or a red flag that I don't have all the information, or see things just don't appear the way I think they do. Again, there might be something going on behind the scenes. So even if you are unsure of an outcome or how it will work, if you are getting an unexpected opportunity that your heart lights up about, check in with your intuition that you have all the information. If your gut is telling you this is for you and your heart wants it, then step into your power and have faith you are divinely guided. In fact, I have a pocket affirmation for you. I'd like to see you write in the comments below this video if you feel called to. I am divinely guided. Affirm your power. I am divinely guided. If you'd like to write that in the comments below to affirm this guidance, and we will have even more information coming in for you on how to use this and how to use your power. But one of the things you want to keep an eye on in your external factors and people around you is in 2025, it will be important to surround yourself with others who are willing to buckle down and get things done. Seek friends, colleagues, and groups that are dedicated to their goals and honor their commitments. Ensure you have an environment and relationships that support your goals. This may mean having to move offices, homes, or even changes in relationships, healthcare providers, or the way you handle your finances. Either cutting expenses or investing in something that will support you long term. Now, only you can know this, what is right for you and what areas this is. Of course, I am not a healthcare professional. I am only here to support you and motivate you with this guidance. But you do need to check in with these areas and see, am I surrounding myself with people and an environment that sets me up for success? If you're in a group or organization or a job or in a collaboration where others are not pulling their weight, they're not focusing, and they're not honoring their commitments, this is going to hold you back in 2025, and it's going to require you to make those objective decisions about where to let things go and how to move away from something that is not allowing you to fully shine in an authentic way. When we get to all 12 signs in the month by month, there's so much more detailed guidance around that, but know that as that overall theme there. Now, ultimately, you must avoid any type of situation or energy that creates a sense of being in limbo, that sense of not moving anywhere, meaning nothing is going forward or backwards. It just is. It's a stalemate energy, and you or others might be pretending there's not a problem. This can be worse than going backwards, believe it or not. Being stuck, being limbo, pretending that there's nothing wrong can actually be worse than going backwards. Because if something starts to deteriorate, it makes it easier to release or can force you into releasing what no longer serves you. In a stalemate energy where nobody is addressing the issue, You are avoiding making a decision that could ultimately lead to the decision being made for you, which is usually the more challenging and more painful way to make a decision. That's why we talk to the angels all the time. We get guidance. We get a heads up on the energy coming through. That's why I call this an energy update as well. If you know what the energy is going to be like, just like you know it's going to be rainy and cold outside, you grab a jacket and an umbrella before you go out. It helps you face that energy so much better. Plus, you are mentally and emotionally prepared for that. So we do want to look out for those stalemate energies where nothing's happening, is totally in limbo, and see if we can get more information and make a decision, even if it does feel like you're going backwards because you're having to go back to the drawing board with the project. But again, doing that is more empowering than having the decision be made for you, which ultimately ends in energy that feels very challenging and, as they say, a tower moment type energy where you're surprised. We don't, even if there is a tower moment, we want to have the information and the supplies and the resources to be prepared for that by not ignoring an issue. So ultimately, what you're going to want to do is look for opportunities this year that you have right in front of you. Instead of saying, oh, I'll wait until everything is perfect, I'll take that leap of faith with the resources you have available to you now. That's what you're going to want to do. You're going to say, I have this iPhone right here that has a camera and a mic. I'm going to start that podcast or YouTube channel today. Those are the kind of things we're being asked to do in 2025. So get ready, because you're going to be asked to get out of being in limbo and waiting around for that perfect time. As the angel said before, your personal power comes from taking a leap of faith. And that means making a decision to face a problem head on or take unexpected opportunities being offered to you. You might not necessarily know how, when, or what is going to happen, but ultimately it will require that leap of faith. Just check in with your heart and check in with your intuition. Make sure you're grounded and you have all the information to feel supported in moving forward, or moving backwards and going back to a drawing board and say, let's start all over again from scratch. That's okay to do. That's actually better if you need to, because it creates that solid foundation. Now, before we get into all 12 signs, I have a gift for you. 'Tis the season. If you haven't already, sign up for my free newsletter on my website, devondoer.com, and get my ebook, Is It a Sign? How to Recognize Signs and Discover Their Meaning. This book gives you 5 questions to ask when you see angel numbers, feathers, spirit animals, dreams, all the things that you know are synchronicities sending you signs, and how to interpret them in a way that lets you communicate with your angels more easily and understand what they mean. Of course, I also share my free weekly newsletter with you where I have angel messages for you, journaling prompts, and I notify you of all the amazing content that is up available on my YouTube channel and other platforms. And I do go live every Wednesday with a spiritual topic where I answer your questions. We discuss it and I answer. I have bonus angel messages for you as well to help you connect all these signs. So make sure, if you're not already, to sign up for my free newsletter at devondoer.com to get that gift. And I do also have a lot of freebies linked below as well if you want to check those out, because I love giving gifts and connecting with you in this way. All right, let's go into all 12 signs, the main themes, plus a pocket affirmation for each of the 12 signs. Now, what's so fun about the way we did this year when I worked with my angels and my team is they said, let's give all 12 signs a key word for 2025 with a supporting pocket affirmation, so that throughout the year, you can be reminded of the way to make the best of this key word for all 12 of the signs. Now, I encourage you to listen to all 12 signs because your whole chart affects you, not just your sun, moon, and rising. Now, you don't need to know anything about astrology technically, but if you do have the option to go grab your free astrology chart online, you can listen to these key words and write them down and look at that area of your chart and see how that word might benefit you. If you just want to keep it simple, as my grandmother always said, KISS, keep it simple, sweetie, you can just think about your birthday and that's going to be your sun sign and make that your main key word. But again, you could think about what this might mean for a spouse, for children, for loved ones, if you know when their birthday is and when their sun sign is. So I encourage you to do that because we are affected by all 12 signs not just one. That's a real important thing to know if you're just getting started tracking the energy. And I do find that this always aligns with the angel messages. So it's going to be important to bring in all these messages from a whole perspective. Again, grab your journal, take note of anything that resonates with you. Let's get started with the first of the 12 signs. We're going to talk about career and finance for each sign. We're going to talk about health and fitness and relationships, not just romantic. Plus, we have that keyword and pocket affirmation for all of the 12 signs. So getting started with the Aries. All right, Aries, regarding your career and finance, whatever happens, trust that everything is working out in your highest interest. Create a daily ritual to ground your energy and release stress and anxiety. Another thing to keep in mind is with your health and fitness. Seek alternative forms of healing or wellness modalities. Maybe even consider studying them yourself. Focus on whole life balance. Again, I'm not a healthcare professional. You do need to consult your doctor with any kind of medical issues, but think of it from that perspective when they talk about alternative forms of healing, or maybe that somehow involves your career, that you're meant to study those or offer those as part of your career and in improving your finances. When it comes to your relationships, Aries, remain optimistic about relationships, especially romantic ones. We want to have a happy love life overall, so positive thinking will bring romance into your life. So Aries, your keyword for 2025 is optimistic, and your pocket affirmation is I am divinely guided. Go ahead and write your keyword and pocket affirmation below if you'd like to. Optimistic is your keyword. I am divinely guided. Moving on to the Tauruses. Tauruses, for career and finance, a birthday coming up for you or a significant one from the past will play a big role in the area of your career and finances. So get out and socialize on your birthday in a big way. And also recall past significant birthdays that involved groups of people or making plans for a big one coming up. If you know you've got that big birthday coming up, go ahead and start making plans for you. This will bring success in your contacts and connections, which is going to benefit your career and finance. When it comes to your health and fitness, Taurus, the angels are asking you to take a really close look at what you are consuming. Focus on life-affirming foods and life-affirming beverages, and avoid any type of toxins or recreational type substances. These could affect your creative projects, your children, or your romantic partners. So we really want to make sure our system is clear. And again, we're putting things that are life-affirming into it. When it comes to your relationships, Taurus, the time has come to fully and completely release your ex. You have got to clear your energy and let go of past relationships. There's a reason that relationship ended. So stop holding on to the past. Stop waiting for them to get what they deserve. Just wish them well and on their journey and focus on yours. Cut cords so you can improve current relationships or invite in new ones. So the key word for Taurus in 2025 is forgo. We're going to forgo those substances that are not good for our body. We are going to forgo reminiscing about the past and continuing to lick an old wound instead of allow it to clear and heal. And your pocket affirmation is, I am clear. Go ahead and write that below. I am clear, Tauruses. We want our energy to be clear. We want to be clear of our past. We want to focus on the future and making those new connections that are going to bring new people in. Moving on to the Geminis. Hello, Geminis. For your career and finances, make sure you allow your true self to show through your work. Be very authentic and avoid spending money or investing in things that are superficial to you. If it's not you, it's not you. Are you forcing yourself to stay in a job that doesn't fit your moral compass? Do you join others in activities that are costly and that you don't really enjoy? Well, the angels are asking you to make sure you are your true self when it comes to spending and investing habits and with your career and finances. For your health and fitness, Gemini, take it easy. Don't overwork yourself or overthink things. Detach and retreat from things that make you feel drained, especially environments, conversations, and activities that make you feel anxious. You want to have that feeling of retreat and rejuvenating your energy. For relationships, you will be meeting people who you have known from the past, or they have that energy like familiarity to past relationships. You may also meet people or find yourself in relationships that have similar qualities to the ones you had with your mother or father. It could be positive or negative, but be willing to reflect. So any challenges that arise or new people coming in that feel familiar, check in to see the similarities to the relationships you had with your mother and father with dynamics there. So the key word for Geminis for 2025 is authentic. We want to make sure we're authentic in all areas of our life, especially your career and finance. And your pocket affirmation is, I am lovable. Go ahead and write that in the comments below. I am lovable. You are Geminis. You know you're beautiful. All right, Cancers, moving on to you guys. For career and finance, your focus will be around really investing in your life purpose, which is teaching about healing and spirituality in your daily work. You're going to bring that into your daily work. It doesn't mean that's something that you necessarily put on your business card or hang on a shingle, but that is part of your life purpose, Cancers. And so you're going to want to bring that into your daily work. Your natural nurturing abilities shine as you step into your power as a light worker. Many light workers do not call themselves that on their business card or job title, but you're still bringing the light into the work you are doing. Teachers, firefighters, construction workers, all of you out there that bring the light and the love into the work you do. For your health and fitness, Cancers, your health will benefit from getting outdoors and getting fresh air, as you will benefit from new scenery often. So start making plans now to get outside and be active. Maybe plan trips that allow you to be out in fresh air a lot. For relationships, use the law of attraction to bring more romance into your daily life, and it will bring romance into all areas of your life. This means stopping to smell the roses, taking yourself on solo dates where you can journal and do self-reflection. But enjoying life's little luxuries is going to bring so much more romance into all your relationships. Your key word, Cancer, is breathe. For 2025, that's the word Cancers need to remember. Breathe. Your pocket affirmation is, I am present. Go ahead and write that below. We're going to breathe, Cancers, and we're going to say, I am present. If you want to write that below, that's going to be really supportive of you in 2025. Moving on to the Leos, lovely Leos. For career and finance, you're going to need to release anger and resentment from the past. You need to forgive yourself and others for things that did not turn out the way you wanted. You may need to recognize where you feel you let yourself down, but whether it was someone else or it was you who let yourself down because of self-sabotage or something like that, it's really important you forgive and you heal this to heal your career and finances. So what was the first thing that came to mind when you thought about releasing anger or resentment from your past? And was it a colleague? Was it a partner who didn't support you, a spouse or a loved one? These are things we want to release in order to bring in more abundance in your career and finances. Leo, for your health and fitness, bring in the power of the divine for all your health and fitness needs. Consider working or studying with teachers directly, maybe ascended masters such as Jesus or Yeshua. Your spiritual health works side by side and supports your physical, mental, and emotional health. So invite it in on a daily basis, remembering to call in that divine healing. Now, for your relationships, Leo, true love is available to you or is in your life already right now. But you must open up to trusting your heart and those around you. Take that leap of faith, we said, was one of the big themes for this year. We are all encouraged to do that, but go to what your heart wants and trust and have faith in true love. All right, so the key word for Leos in 2025 is forgiveness. Forgiveness in relationships, forgiveness about career and finance, forgiveness about maybe where we had some self-sabotage with ourselves. We want to remember that key word for 2025. And your pocket affirmation, Leos, is I am a powerful creator. Doesn't that feel good to say? I want all of you to listen to all 12 signs and use all 12 of these in that area of your chart. But go ahead and write that down below. I am a powerful creator, a very, very supportive energy for you, Leos. Now, moving on to Virgos. Hello, Virgos. For career and finance, your most powerful activity for this area of the year for this year will be research. Before jumping into or proceeding further with new ideas in this area, make sure you get as much information as possible so you can choose wisely, especially when it comes to people you choose to work with or any type of long-term relationship, commitment, or contract. Do your research, which you're great at that already, Virgos. So just remember that's going to really benefit you with your career and finances. For health and fitness, Virgos, doing things you love to do as a child, or even spending time with children or working or playing with them will bring better health and wellness to you this year as well. So get outside on the swing set, go play a game, maybe join an amateur league for a sport you loved as a kid. But play, Virgos. This is going to help your health and fitness so much. For your relationships, notice where you feel a strong pull or magnetic attraction or chemistry with somebody else, but be careful not to let this overly influence you. Too much of a good thing can cause you to miss red flags with another person in a relationship. So we don't want to get caught up into just crazy chemistry and butterflies and then miss the red flags in our intuition trying to tell us, something's kind of off here. But you do want to notice where you feel that attraction. So it is okay to have that chemistry. We just want to be aware of it with all of our relationships. Now, the key word for Virgos in 2025 is playful. We want to be playful and use that playful energy this year. And your pocket affirmation is, I am patient. Go ahead and write that in the comments below. I am patient. That way we can take the time with our relationships, with our career and finance, with our playtime, and we get the information we need. We don't have to get it all done overnight. In fact, nothing done well is done overnight anyways. So go ahead and have that patience and be playful with it. All right, moving on to the Libras. Hello, Libras. Your daily work life is going to change big time. But if you remain in divine flow and take advantage of unexpected opportunities, it will be very positive and successful. So remember that leap of faith and big changes are coming for you. For your health and fitness, give up any cares or worries to God regarding your health. Allow divine healing and surrender to God's love. Of course, consult your medical care providers for any concerns and get checked out with anything that's coming up, but unburden your heart and mind and trust you are loved by God. We're going to want to allow God and the angels to carry us through these health concerns. If your doctor's recommending a treatment or you're seeking out that best healthcare provider for you, ask for help from the angels, ask to be divinely guided, and ask for that divine healing. For your relationships, it's time to get out there and flirt, Libras. Let the world see your lightheartedness and beauty. Otherwise, others will notice you, as they always do, because you are so beautiful inside and out. And so allow that to be seen, and that's going to really benefit all of your relationships, not just romantic ones. So the key word for the Libras in 2025 is opportunities. Ooh, isn't that an exciting one? Opportunities, Libras. Now, all of us are going to have unexpected opportunities, but Libras, you in particular, especially in career and finance. So remember that key word. And your pocket affirmation for 2025, Libras, is I am faithful. Go ahead and write that in the comments section below. I am faithful, and use that throughout the year for these great opportunities coming in for you. Moving on to the Scorpios. Scorpios, in your career and finance, have patience and keep working towards your goals. But you do need to let the sun shine on you, and what you are willing to ask for will appear. But you have to get out there. You have to put it out there. You need to put yourself in the spotlight and show your gifts to the world. So no more hiding out in the dark, Scorpios. You've got to share your work with the world and keep working towards your goals. Now, for your health and fitness, Scorpios, call in God and the angels and ask for divine intervention regarding your health, wealth, and fitness. Ask for guidance to find the best healthcare providers, the best fitness routines and wellness habits for you, and then trust that you have divine support. When it comes to your relationship, Scorpio, work on your partnerships. This goes for all types, not just romantic, but put the effort into bringing balance, support, and mutual respect. Create good communication channels, and you will benefit greatly. Give your relationships a chance, and that means doing the work necessary. So the key word for Scorpios in 2025 is effort. We want to put the effort into your career and finance, your health and fitness, and your relationships. You want to stand in that spotlight and shine to the world. Let the sun shine on you. And your pocket affirmation, Scorpios, is I am determined, right? We're determined. And I know you guys, you're really determined when you want something. So write that below. Your pocket affirmation, Scorpios, I am determined. All right, but again, these pocket affirmations are for everybody because all 12 signs and the energy affects all of us. Moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is in your career and finance. Keep focusing on moving away from things in your career or daily work life you no longer enjoy. Follow the fragrance of flowers blooming to find a new path forward. This could mean big changes for you in the springtime, so start planning now. If it's later in the year when you're hearing these messages, seek an environment that is fragrant and allows flowers to bloom, or allows you to feel that energy of blooming into this new daily work life that you want. Even if you don't have a career or you're retired, you want to visualize your daily life in a way that allows it to feel amazing and there's growth and that beauty that comes from spring flowers. Now, in your health and fitness, Sagittarius, focus on activities, daily routines, and food and beverages that increase your energy. So again, this is life affirming, not draining things like too much caffeine or processed foods. If you are currently in a health or fitness routine that leaves you too tired, the angels ask you to review this and seek professional advice from your healthcare provider. Again, I'm not a doctor, but your body will signal to you what it wants through increased energy. If you're feeling that increased energy, you're likely on the right path, as long as it's life affirming, not something like a Red Bull or a lot of caffeine, right? So for your relationship, Sagittarius, you are asked to avoid relationships where there is not an even exchange of energy, especially in romantic relationships where you are the one offering all the love and attention and it is unrequited. That is not enough to keep the relationship going. But this goes for friends, colleagues, and other relationships as well. So seek that balance in that relationship and ask yourself, am I always the one giving and not allowing myself to receive? So the key word for Sagittarius for 2025 is growth. You want to focus on growth. Let yourself bloom like flowers bloom in the spring. And your pocket affirmation is I am blooming. How could you not want that pocket affirmation, Sagittarius? I would love to use that one as well. So your pocket affirmation, if you'd like to write that below, Sagittarius, is I am blooming. All right, moving on to the Capricorns. Big year for you now that Pluto is finally completely out of your sign and fully in Aquarius for a long time. I'm so impressed by the way you came through this energy, Capricorns. Give yourself the credit you deserve. In your career and finances, Capricorns, you will benefit greatly from spending time outside. Maybe this is choosing a job that gets you outside a lot, or by spending lots of time outdoors, just feeling rejuvenated so that when you're ready for work to sit down at your desk, you have that energy of being outdoors within your aura. So choose exercises that get you outdoors a lot and in the fresh air and connect with nature. Now for your health and fitness will benefit from listening to your intuitive feelings. Capricorns are known for being very objective and practical, but this is the new era for Capricorns. You're going to want to listen to your intuitive feelings before selecting a new routine for exercise, for choosing a new gym. Check in with how you feel about that activity or location. Same for healthcare providers or food and beverage choices. We want to learn about eating intuitively. If you've never learned about that, it's a very valuable thing to do for all of us. Learning to eat intuitively means understanding our body's wants versus our needs and what is life affirming and what is life negating. Now for your relationships, Capricorns, all relationships and challenges or desires, you want to seek trustworthy advice from your friends. And that's your trustworthy friends, right? but allow them to support you and guide you. Lean on them in times of need or ask for their help when seeking new relationships. Capricorns also have a reputation of wanting to do everything themselves and not allow others to support them. So maybe you need your friends to help you pick out an outfit or a new hairstyle or support you if you're going through a challenge in a relationship with a boss or a loved one, okay? So allow your trustworthy friends to support you this year, Capricorns. It's really going to help you. It's a time of coming together. You don't have to do this all by yourself. The key word for Capricorns in 2025 is listen. Listen. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your body. Listen to those trustworthy friends and that trustworthy advice. Your pocket affirmation, Capricorns: I am highly intuitive. We're going to start affirming that all the time now. I am highly intuitive. If you want to write that below. Capricorns tend to do things because they think it or they know it or they're just the way it's done. But also check in with your intuition because you are highly intuitive. All right, moving on to the Aquariuses. Aquariuses, for career and finance, you guys are being asked to leave unhealthy situations in your work or in the way you manage your finances. This will open new doors for you. It's time to walk away from those toxic environments or spending habits. If you are in a situation where with your finances, where you're waking up worrying about investments or worrying about your budget, we want to move away from that, start doing things now, seek professional advice, but definitely leave those unhealthy situations in your work environment or involving your finances. It's time to walk away, guys. Health and fitness, how is your caffeine consumption right now? You are being asked to cut cords with anything that keeps your intake of caffeine at high levels or makes you jittery. So it could be some other substance that maybe just too much of it, like sugar or things like that, that make you too jittery. You're being asked this year to really limit that. Again, I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist, so it doesn't mean you have to entirely cut these things out, but it is affecting you some way, especially if you're feeling hyper jitter or you're feeling those highs or lows. So try replacing every other caffeine drink or something like that with maybe something refreshing, full of nutrients like a green juice or an herbal tea. Aquarius is when it comes to your relationships, challenges you experience this year in relationships, especially romantic ones, but it could be other intimate ones such as children, siblings, or close friends, can be healed through forgiving your parents for past hurts and challenges. Forgive your parents to bring better health to your current relationships. Now, I can hear some of you saying, I don't have anything to forgive my parents. They were great. Well, there could be something there that you haven't acknowledged was something you longed for. Maybe they were amazing, but you wish they supported you more with your career choices or with a relationship choice. So if you can heal those and work on forgiving those things, maybe it's just simple as they are very traditional and you're not, and there's a little bit of a thing there. But if you will work on forgiving that and healing that, it's going to help your current relationships, especially romantic ones. So the key word for Aquarius in 2025 is release. We want to release anxiety over finances, release any toxins out of our body, and we want to release any things from the past regarding our parents to improve our relationships. Your pocket affirmation is, I am worthy. All right, Aquariuses, that's a great one for this year. I am worthy, and you are so worthy. We are relying on you as a collective to bring in that innovation, bring in your intellect, bring in the unity that you all are so amazing at doing. You're all amazing at seeing the big picture and also getting down to the small point too. You can do it all. So guide us, Aquariuses. This is your year. For Pisces, hello, Pisces. You're always so patient, waiting to the end. Lovely Pisces. For career and finance, you could really benefit with your daily routine, adding travel this year. So adding a lot more travel to your plans this year. Do you already have a trip that's planned coming up, or do you need to plan one? Keep your eyes open for those unexpected opportunities they talked about at the beginning with the three main themes to travel or advance your career and finances. So again, that's a big, big thing for Pisces. If you have these unexpected opportunities to travel or you feel the urge to plan a trip, this is actually going to benefit your career and finances. For health and fitness, Pisces, you are asked to have faith in your improving health. Maybe you've been waiting around for something to finally heal. The angels are asking you to, or improve. They're asking you to trust and have faith. That's that leap of faith again, that your health is improving. So Trust you have the power to heal your body, and the actions you are taking to improve your health are working. So hopefully you are implementing things to improve your health and just having that faith that it's working and remembering it's a leap of faith. So call in divine health and help when you need comforting reassurance. Now, for relationships, Pisces, your relationships will benefit from disconnecting with the world. Go on a retreat, take a romantic getaway with your partner, or take yourself on a dream vacation. This will help with all of your relationships and bring more romance into your life. So if you do have that opportunity again to get away, that theme is being repeated about travel benefiting your career and finance will also benefit your relationships. So the key word for Pisces for 2025 is journey. Journey out into the world, journal spiritually, journey in your dreams. This is going to really benefit you. Journey, Pisces. And your pocket affirmation is, I am adventurous. Write that in the comments below. I am adventurous. Get out in the world to benefit your career, your relationships, and of course, your health. All right, before we get into the month by month, please let me know how you're doing, what's resonating with you. And I want to let you know, if you don't already, I do have my custom journal for you to write all of this guidance in. If this is before the holidays that you're watching this or during the holidays, you can add this to your wish list. It's a book of evidence, proof your angels are with you. It's a custom journal with an intuition tracker. It's got like a little mini book in the end. In the beginning to get you started. It's got places for tracking your health and routine. It's got dotted pages in the back for notes. And of course, it comes with a 4-part webinar to get you started. And if you join my YouTube channel often, you know I pop on and do journal with me sessions where we actually use this journal to track your intuition, track your angel numbers. Like I said, it has custom templates in here. So if you want to check that out, add it to your wish list or get it as a gift for somebody else you know who loves angels, just check out devondoer.com. It is for sale on Amazon. That's where it links you to and comes with that 4-part webinar. All right, thank you for your patience there. Now in this portion, we're going to go month by month throughout 2025. We're going to review the energy of the month, your power each month, and the action to take. Plus, again, a bonus at the very end of this, and I have a little bonus for each month. We are going to have a crystal. The angels guided me to share a crystal for each month. Now, for those of you out there who love crystals, you probably already have a crystal you associate with every month. Because of the energy of this year, I was guided to show a certain crystal, and I'm going to be showing it to you. And if you have this crystal in your home, maybe you want to carry it with you, put it at your bedside at night, or put it at your desk during that month. But also listen to your intuition. You might get assigned to carry a different crystal, or this is not encouraging you to run out and buy crystals. You can even just understand that this is associated and look at a picture of a crystal to identify the energy there. But I just thought it would be a fun thing to add to it because I love crystals. We have them all over our home, and I wanted to provide a visual for you to help out. Just like for all the 12 signs, we had the keywords in the pocket affirmation. This is just a little bonus if you want to. You do not need to have these crystals to take advantage of this guidance, but it was a fun thing the angels wanted me to bring in to the energy. All right, so let's get started going month by month with this guidance. So in January 2025, the energy is really going to be about having recognition for your high quality work. You're going to be asked to be a team player in a big way, get creative, get out there and show that you really put your heart into things when it comes to anything. It could be career and finance, relationships, or health and fitness. Now, when I'm sharing these things month by month, do keep those 3 areas in mind that we just talked about for all 12 signs. This overall energy is going to benefit all of those areas. So again, the overall energy for January is about being a team player and really showing your high quality work. Your power in January comes from tapping into your inner magician and starting to manifest things now. It's the beginning of the year. There is an opportunity for new successful beginnings. So that's going to be your power in January, is starting that amazing project, that thing your heart wants. Again, showing yourself as a team player, showing up in a big way. So the actions to take in January is to notice new people coming into your life. So serendipitous meetings are not a mistake. The angels are sending someone into your life that will feel familiar, comfortable, and safe. So really check in with your information, but keep an eye out for new people coming in your life. This is not just romantic partners. This could be friends. This could be new colleagues. This could be new groups to work with. So that's going to be an action to take in January, is notice those new people and notice the synchronicities. All right, so the crystal I was shown for January, if you have one in your home or you'd like to keep one nearby, is the purple fluorite. And I don't know if you can really see, it's a little bit translucent, but when you hold it up in the sun, a lot of times you can see different colors. And I found this, I believe, in a crystal shop in Sedona, but it really called to me and I love the way it felt in my hand. So that is the crystal for January the angel showed me. If you have one, you can feel free to use it. Moving into February 2025. The overall energy for February is going to support a job well done. Remember how they said in January we want to be a team player and show how committed we are? You're going to get support for that. People are going to realize, wow, this person really puts their heart in things. They really show up. They honor their commitments. So you are on the path to enlightenment in February, and all the world is a stage. You are at the center. So that's going to be important to remember the energy of February, because your power will be in new beginnings this month as well. The ones you started in January and steps you continue to take, new steps, taking advantage of the fact that delays are finally over. We are finally moving forward with a lot of energy, and you want to head in the direction of happiness. So that's going to be where your power is. Does it make you happy to head in that direction? That's where your power comes from. So the action to take in February is going to be to continue with that steady progress towards your goals that you began in the beginning of the year. Don't give up. The angels recognize the love and light you are sharing with the world, and you are making great progress in February, even if it's not going as quickly as you wanted. Delays are over, so keep going. That's the action to take. You're making great progress. And the crystal they showed me for February is this green calcite. We also got this in Sedona, my husband and I did in one of our anniversary trips, and I just love the feeling of it and the color, and it's just unique with the different colors there. So that's green calcite for February. All right, moving on to March 2025. The energy in March is very optimistic. You are a star and you must continue following your dreams and goals. Make positive long-term plans. You are on the right path. So again, keep going. I love the way this year is starting off with the energy. Your power in March 2025 comes from surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, mentors, teachers that share your spiritual beliefs. You don't have to do this alone. We are not meant to anyways. So again, that was, if you want to go back and review the overall energy that we had at the beginning of this video, surround yourself with like-minded people who honor their commitments, who show up on time, who do what they say they're going to do, and of course have the same goals and beliefs as you. So the action to take in March is to make plenty of time in your schedule to go within. Listen to your intuition, meditate, and allow divine guidance to go through. There's so much divine guidance waiting for you in March, so make sure you're planning that time. I know for me personally, it's a time of year where my kids have spring break, so we're going to do a little getaway. We haven't made plans yet, but I always block out that time to, take a break from work and have extra journaling time and meditation and just really get away. So plan extra time in March to go within. That was one of the big things of the three themes, right? About internal guidance this year. So the crystal for March is, and of course it makes perfect sense, celestite. This is one of my all-time favorite ones, celestite, this light blue crystal. You're being asked to go within, connect with your spiritual team. Your spiritual team is not just your angels, it's passed away loved ones, spirit guides, ascended masters, but definitely consider having some celestite around if you'd like to up your game with your crystals for the month of March. Moving on to April 2025, the overall energy is asking for objective decision making. Now that was part of the overall energy, but especially in April. Clearing away what no longer serves you. This is the beginning of eclipse season for those of you who study astrology, and even if you don't, eclipses bring endings. So if you're not paying attention to a problem, like they said, if you're ignoring a problem, it might get eclipsed for you, cleared away for you, and that could be more challenging. So It's asking you for you to be objective in April and always looking for the humor when things do not go as planned or turn out the way you want them to. Try to see it as a journey and clear away what no longer serves you. So your power in April is going to come from relationships that support your journey. Don't give up on those you love. Create something wonderful together and seek those kindred spirits, continuing to affirm that overall guidance and the guidance from the month of 4 about surrounding yourself with like-minded people, teachers, mentors, and all that. The action to take in April is notice the signs. There are going to be signs just so abundant: feathers, coins, angel numbers, synchronicities. Remember my angel number series, I'll link it below here. I have all kinds of angel number videos describing different meanings for angel numbers. These are going to be off the chart in April. So make sure you do have a journal. You can track everything in, all the angel numbers, and understand their meaning. And you can check out my playlist, like I said below, if you'd like to learn more about that. But notice those signs. That's going to be key in April. We're always going to want to notice signs, but there's something big coming in for April. So the crystal they showed me for April is red jasper. Now, this piece that I have actually has a little bit of blue jasper in here. That's what really attracted me to it. I got this from a local crystal shop here in San Antonio, and I love the blue pieces in there, but it just feels so good. And this is amazing energy for April. So if you do have some red jasper on hand, you might want to put that, again, on your desk, nightstand, somewhere where you'll see it a lot and enjoy it. All right, moving on. May 2025. The energy for May 25 is going to be a little bit overwhelming because you're going to have too many choices. So the guidance here is to stop procrastinating, get the information you need, and make a choice about a complex decision. You won't know if it's the right choice until you make the choice, right? That's the key here, because you're going to have all these choices. And that's why that overall guidance was about objective decision making, getting grounded, getting all the information. So you are going to need to make a decision and stop procrastinating. Get the information you need. Your power will come in May from a new idea. So we don't want to allow roadblocks to hinder your progress. Communicate with others and find creative solutions, right? So again, doing that research, stop procrastinating, communicate with others. This is going to be really key in May when you have all these choices and you need to make a decision. Now, the action to take for May is to give up your worries and guilt or any feelings of just sadness to the angels. Ask them to help you surrender and allow God's love to embrace you. You are loved exactly the way you are. So if you're feeling guilty about a decision you made or you're worried, try to surrender that to God and the angels. Get that information. You can ask them for guidance on finding that information and finding the right people to work with, and that'll be really valuable for May. The crystal they showed me for May 2025 is angel wing calcite. As you can see, I have a fondness for calcite in my home. It just feels so amazing, and it comes in so many colors. It's not super expensive. And I love that this one's called angel wing calcite because it actually, if you just kind of think of it, it's almost like an angel wing, and it's almost a little translucent in Aries. So I just love it. I love the way this feels. So angel wing calcite for May 2025. Moving on to June. The energy of June 2025 requires you to bring balance and moderation into an area of your life this month. So think about those 3 areas that we were talking about with the all 12 signs: relationships, health and fitness, and career and finance. There's something that needs to be brought into balance in June. Maybe you just got too focused on work and let your relationships go, got too focused on a new relationship and let your finances get out of hand, or your health. So we do need to bring balance in June. We're like about halfway through the year here, right? So it's a good idea to review how far you've come. Where have things gotten a little bit out of balance? The angels always want us to have balance in all 3 areas. So find ways you could benefit from cooperation or compromise in those areas of your life. Wait for the right time to act. When you feel balanced, you can respond instead of reacting to this fiery energy. Now, your power in June is going to come from taking charge of a situation. Remember, we had that guidance in May to stop procrastinating and get the information. Now in June, you're going to take charge of your health, take charge in a relationship, take charge in a project. Find stability and efficiency, especially with projects and daily routines and your work-life balance. For those of us here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're going into the summertime. we're wanting to have that feeling like slowing down. We've been going so fast since the beginning of the year. So take charge of that. Plan a vacation, plan a staycation, plan some downtime with loved ones, bring in that stability, and definitely you want to bring in efficiency with your daily routines. So the action to take in June 2025 is going to be doing things that bring you joy and bring joy to others. So shine your love and light to those around you. Plan that family vacation. Plan time with your parents to take them to do something they haven't done in a while. Bring joy in, celebrate joy, and that's going to be a wonderful action to take in June. The crystal they showed me for June is citrine. Now, this is, again, one of my all-time favorite crystals. I have multiple pieces all over the house because I am a Cancer sun sign, which rules the sacral chakra, which is also orange, creativity, and I just love the way it feels and looks. So citrine was the crystal they showed me for June 2025. All right, moving on to July. July's 2025 energy will show you an area in your life where you are feeling bored or apathetic. You will be seeking something more meaningful due to your spiritual and emotional growth. And that's the thing. We're going to be just really growing all year, spiritually and emotionally. And you're going to notice that something in your life is just, you don't really care about it the way you used to, or it's just kind of boring. Now, this does likely involve a relationship to someone or something. It doesn't mean that we have to let these things go, but it could be you just need to add more excitement. You need to add more knowledge or skills. I think of like when I go back to the way I used to record videos when I very first started this YouTube channel in 2020, I wouldn't do it that way anymore because it bores me. It's not fun to do it the way I used to do it. I love doing the work itself, but I had to find ways to make it a little more fun, bringing in more excitement. In fact, just like I said with the crystals, this is just something fun to add. I love crystals. Why not bring it in to these messages? Because they're so powerful and it is authentic for me. I do always have crystals around me, especially when connecting with the angels. Your power in July comes from looking for the magic in life. So maybe this is the time to plan that vacation to get a new perspective. So be aware of your own emotions and seek out other possibilities instead of focusing on the past. I'm going to remind you, it's going to be great to come back multiple times throughout 2025 and even beyond to use hindsight to check in with these messages. But again, we don't want to get too focused on the past, kind of crying over spilled milk, just crying over relationships that didn't work. Instead, you want to look for the magic in life right now. Again, if you're feeling bored, things aren't feeling magical. So how can you add magic to your daily life and your relationships? Now, the action to take in July is to deepen your relationship with yourself. Love yourself, work on healing past wounds, and do that self-discovery with your spiritual team. Connect on a deeper level. Again, I'm getting just this amazing energy for taking a vacation or staycation, taking time off, take time away from those things that make you feel bored or apathetic towards them. So do that, get that new perspective, and that's really going to help you in the month of July. The crystal for July 2025 they showed me was orange calcite. So another calcite. Again, I love the way this feels. I love the color. It reminds me of orange juice, which I don't even drink, but it just, as a kid, I loved it. And orange calcite was the one they showed me. Again, not a super expensive crystal, but a really fun one to have around, especially for the month of July. Okay, we are moving on to August. Thank you all for still being here. How are you guys doing in the comments? Let me know what's resonating with you. Are you excited for 2025? August 2025 energy is very magical. It's especially for manifestation. I think that's why we were being asked in July to make sure we're taking time away from things that are boring us, because then we're going to really start to bring in this magic in August. And you are ready to do this. You have the resources you need, so fully embrace that life is magical in August. And your power is coming from making bold and ambitious choices. Now, for those of you who do study astrology, for the first part of August, we're in Leo season, which is very magical. Leo is magical, it's creative, it's bold, it's out there. So take advantage of that magical energy and be bold and ambitious with your choices. Great progress is possible in August. There will be important people who share your vision, so get out there and connect. Again, maybe traveling is a great thing to do, or just socializing a lot in August where everybody's feeling this magical energy. The action to take in August 2025 is to cleanse and detoxify your energy field and environment often. Release your worries and allow divine light to embrace you and flow through you. Because another thing that can happen with this very fiery energy is anxiousness over things, social anxiety, those kinds of things. We want to clear that, detoxify your energy field, surround yourself with high vibrational people, energy, things. Again, life-affirming foods and substances. That's going to be a big action to take in August 2025. Now, the crystal they showed me for August 2025 was agate. Some people say agate. I like to say agate, actually, personally. But I think most people say agate or agate. I don't know. But I love this one because it reminds me of like a pool of water, like as if you were at, this is the sand on the beach and this is the ocean. A lot of you might be spending time by the ocean in August, which would be a wonderful time to do that. And this is the crystal they showed me, blue agate, or this is kind of a green, isn't it? Now that I see it up close, for August 2025. All right, we're in September now. September 2025, the overall energy of September asks you to be prepared to stand your ground, defend your beliefs and your decisions, okay? So you may have had that aha moment in July and August that you want to leave a job, you want to leave a home, city, relationship. You're going to be asked to defend your ground and your beliefs, but choose your battles wisely. So you don't have to do it in an aggressive way. If others are coming at you, not supporting your decisions you're making or your beliefs, choose your battles wisely. Your power in August comes from making choices from your heart. Ask your heart what it truly wants, especially with emotional commitments. You're going to want to tap into that power of love. Love is where we want to focus on in September, especially in standing our ground and choosing our battles wisely. So again, your power comes from choosing for your heart. Ask your heart what it wants. The action to take in September is to ask for help regarding making time for your children, working with children, or possibly even connecting with your inner children, your inner child. Maybe you don't have children, or they're all grown and off doing their own thing. Maybe connecting with your inner child, but there's a childlike energy very present in September that needs your nurturing. I know what comes to mind for me first, especially those of you who do have younger kids, is that's when school is back in session and all these activities get going and it's just go, 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 go all the time. Sometimes you need to ask your team to help you with honoring all those commitments so you can really show up for your children but not get drained. So this is going to be a really important action to take, is ask for help regarding children. Maybe you need to begin working with children to heal your inner child, something around children in September 2025. Now, the crystal they showed me for September was black jade, or actually for you crystal experts out there, I wanted to ask you about this. So I bought this for my husband 3 or 4 years back. And so now I can't remember if it's black jade or if it's onyx. I tried looking it up. It's got this like white greenish spot, which I read could maybe be magnetite if it's black jade. But comment below, do you think this is black jade or onyx? It's hard to know because I don't have anything to compare it to for weight, but it's so shiny and pretty and it's very grounding. So you could really say either choose black jade or onyx for September to help you really ground your energy, heal, work on that inner child as well. All right, moving on to October 2025. The energy for October is the need for celebration or to have more fun. That's going to be a big deal, especially after the very busy energy of September. You're going to want to make more time to have fun, plans with loved ones, take a trip, or add playtime to your daily routine. You're going to really require this for the energy of October. So go ahead and start thinking about October right now. Do you want to plan a little getaway or staycation? Do you want to plan a celebration with loved ones? Maybe there's a big birthday coming up, or a loved one is having a baby or getting married. This would be a great time to plan these celebrations in October. That's the energy supporting it. Your power in October comes from finding romance in life. Now, we've been getting this message a lot, but we got to be reminded. Do artistic things that allow you to feel swept off your feet. Commit to bringing romance into all areas of your life, especially with romantic partners, but also creative projects and playtime. So again, in the Northern Hemisphere, it's fall. The beautiful leaves can really feel romantic. Get out there and enjoy that fall energy. And then if you're in the Southern, in the spring, it's springtime and the blooming and the romance of springtime. Take advantage of this. You're going to get so much power in October 2025. So the action to take is to go ahead and spend a lot of time daydreaming. That's again going to bring romance in, allow your mind to wander, notice any visions, feelings, or ideas that show up for you. October is ideally the best time to start planning for the following year. So daydream about 2026 and beyond in October. Of course, you can do that anytime, but this is a highly creative mode to daydream. So take plenty of time to do it in October. And of course, track it in your book of evidence, ask for it. This is so key. Give your heart a voice, write it down, ask for it, and manifest it. The crystal they showed me for October 2025 is another one of my all-time favorites. It's amethyst. In fact, I've taken a bunch of those really fun quizzes online just because every time they pop up, I love them, where it's like, what's your ideal crystal based on your personality, and ask all these different questions. I always get purple amethyst. So I have several pieces of these around. When I was a kid, purple was my favorite color. Now I love all colors, but this was one of my favorites in my high school years. I think I really needed it at that time, thinking back on it. But purple amethyst, pretty easy to find. Not one of the least expensive ones, but you can get some less expensive ones, and they're really nice to have around. All right, November 2025. The overall energy in November requires creative discipline. So we're going to take a grounded and practical approach to our creative ideas. So in October, we were daydreaming away all these ideas, right? And writing them down in our book of evidence, tracking them, doing brainstorming sessions for 2026 and beyond. Then in November, we're going to take a grounded and practical approach to these creative ideas. We want to use self-discipline to make a plan, and we want to protect our energy from intense emotions, especially from others. So you're going to want to spend a lot of quiet time alone this month. Seek solace to cleanse your energy. Your power in November comes from following your heart. We've had that message throughout. Embrace love for your home and your family. Trust your intuition and your natural-born psychic abilities. This is another time to really make the home cozy and romantic and loving, and you will get a lot of power from being with your loved ones in your home and just really going within. You are here because you have natural-born psychic abilities, so trust those and use those. Now, the action to take in November is to, again, take a break and play. A lot more playtime in November. It is the beginning of the holiday season for most of us, so we don't want to have all work and no play. Play with kids, loved ones, beloved animals. Enjoy the season and have fun. It's a huge thing to do for November 2025. And the crystal they showed me for November is a unique one I had never seen before. I found it in, again, another local crystal shop, is this pink amethyst. So you can see there's still a little bit of purple from here, but this is actually an amethyst. I thought the other side was so cool. Sometimes I like to get the pieces that are like rough on one side and smooth on the other. And you can see like the pink amethyst in there. A little more. So this is a pink amethyst. Not as easy to find, but that's the one they showed me, so that's the one I'm recommending if you happen to have one. You can always ask your team for the ones that are best for you, too. That's what I like to do, is walk in the crystal shop and feel what calls to me. All right, we're moving on to the final month of the year, and don't forget, we do have a bonus angel message after this, so stay tuned to the very end. It's going to really help you get started with 2025. The energy of December 2025 overall is really going to be revolving around intimate relationships. There's going to be something that is going to be revolving around these. You're going to want to focus on bringing good health. So this could be a spouse, parent, child, sibling, but you're going to want to carefully weigh your decisions regarding these intimate relationships in December. So maybe making holiday plans, really thinking things through, making sure you're spending time with loved ones, but also protecting your energy and not overgiving. And your power in December is going to come from objective compromise, self-control, and patience. So you may need to really have patience with your loved ones and focus on forgiving and healing energy in December. It's going to be all about forgiveness and healing. So the action to take in December is to ask for guidance from the angels. We do tend to get really caught up in our emotions sometimes, and we forget to ask. Because of the law of free will, we do need to actually ask for guidance from the angels. So remember to spend a lot of time connecting with your spiritual team, asking for help. And the angels say, look, we're here. We're patiently waiting to help. So just simply ask. And the crystal I got for December 2025, another one of my favorites, lapis lazuli. I have a lot of little pieces of this because this is a little bit of a more expensive one. I've never invested in a big piece of it, but just because it tends to be more expensive, but I really love it. It's really great for connecting with your spiritual team, a real big boost there. So I really, really love these crystals. I hope you enjoyed that little bonus. Let me know in the comments what your favorite crystal was that I showed, or let me know also your favorite crystals or if any other ideas came up for you for crystals to share. And before we get into your bonus message, I just want to thank you so much for being here to the very end with me. Please don't forget to hit that like button and share this video. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. But I love you all so much. I'm so grateful to connect with you in the lives, to answer your questions, to stay connected with the newsletters and the platforms. And it's such an honor to meet others like you. You are a light worker. You are here for a reason. So keep in touch. Let me know how you're doing. I'm wishing you so many blessings and best wishes for the new year. All right, let's go into your bonus message to wrap up this 2025 angel message and energy update. First, we're going to start with actually a journaling prompt. So again, grab your book of evidence. Your journaling prompt has to do with the actual year, 2025. If you don't study numerology, the year actually adds up and nets to a 9. When you add 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, you get the number 9. Now, this is a huge deal, you guys. This is huge that we are at the net 9 year. In numerology, 9 represents the end of a cycle. So I want you to think back. This is your journaling prompt. I want you to think back to 2016. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 6 nets to a 9, right? Go check your calendar, your emails, your photos from that year. Grab your phone if you had a phone that took photos back then. I did, but I wasn't as good at keeping them organized. But go back to that year and think about it. What endings and what beginnings came up for you? And I want you to journal about it because you're going to start to see things come to an end this year as well, but it's bringing in these new opportunities. I'll share with you that for me in 2016, that's when I was told to get to work. I have a story time right here on this YouTube channel where my grandmother, who had passed away 6 years earlier, came to me in a dream and said, get to work. And this was the beginning of me leaving my small business consulting practice. I graduated with my degree in accounting and business administration. I'd done it for almost 16 years. And she came to me in that dream in 2016. It was early 2016 and said, get to work. So here I am. How many years later and doing this work in a bigger way than I ever could have dreamed. So these big things are coming in for you. I want you to journal about that right now because you're going to see all these unexpected opportunities coming in for you in 2025. You will have powerful revelations. So this is your bonus message. If you do that journal, you do that journal entry there, you think back about this. Sometimes I even go to my emails and I just type the year in, 2016. I just scan through the ones I saved. It's amazing the stuff that pops up. So again, the bonus message is you will have powerful revelations this year. Pay attention to all the signs and synchronicities that will be around you. Remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.